Hey, welcome back. So, it's funny, all the other YouTube channels, they say, hey, welcome back everybody! And I guess I do get that way sometimes, but I'm not there yet, so if you would, just bear with me. But this is Lahaina town, and this is a little surf breakout here called Harbors, and that's where we're at. We're at the Lahaina Harbor. Little spot over there called Breakwall. I'll shoot you some pictures of some of the places around here, some of the different surf breaks and so forth. But yesterday, we were in beautiful Iao Valley, and now we're on the other side of the island. We're looking over at Lanai, and some guys out here surfing some groms. It's kind of high tide, and the waves are coming in, so if I get splashed, it's totally my fault. But yesterday we were reading out of Genesis, and Noah and his family made it through the flood, thank God, right? God promised not to destroy the world with the flood anymore, and sealed it with a rainbow. One of the sons got really reprimanded, I guess, for making fun of Noah being naked or something along those lines. And so Noah straight up cursed his son and said, you're always going to be the servant to your brothers. Man, talk about family strife. But anyway, supposed to remind you, like the video, subscribe, and I'm going to try to put these out on a daily basis. But like even today, I was out surfing with the boys, and the boys being my sons, and I almost didn't get an opportunity to get it done, but thankfully I'm able to get away. And truly the coronavirus has been the thing that's allowed me to get out, and maybe you're in a similar situation. So please, subscribe. Maybe it could bless somebody else too. We'll read through the Bible together, learn together. If you have any, here comes a big one. If you have any prayer requests, let me know. I would love to pray for you. Nice one. Love to pray for you. You can pray for me. It's a blessed time with my wife and my children, and this has been a big blessing, man. I've just been having a blast reading this with you all. So I hope it's a blessing to you. But before I continue rambling too much, let's get in it. We're at Genesis 10, and nations descended from Noah. So now this is the genealogy of the sons of Noah: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth were, I'm going to go kind of quick, Magog, Madai, Havan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan were Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, Dodanimim. From those, the coastland people of the Gentiles were separated into their lands, everyone according to his language, according to their families, into their nations. Wow, so even way back then, they were separating into different nations. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ra'amah, and Sabtecha. And the sons of Ra'amah were Sheba and Dedan. Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one on the earth, Nimrod, and he was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Therefore it said, like Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, Calneh, in the land of Shinar. From that land he went to Assyria and built Nineveh, Rehoboth, Ir, Kala, and Resen between Nineveh and Kala, which is the principal city. Mizraim begot Ludim, Anamim, Lahabim, Naphtuhim, Pathrusim, and Casluhim, from whom came the Philistines and the Caphtorim. Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, the Jebusite, the Amorite, and the Girgashite, the Hivite, the Arkite, and the Sinite, the Arvadite, the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. Afterwards, the family of the Canaanites were dispersed. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as you go towards Gerar, as far as Gaza, and then you go towards Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim, as far as Lasha. These were the sons of Ham, according to their families, according to their languages, in their lands and in their nations. And children were born also to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth the elder. The sons of Shem were Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hel, Gether, and Mash. Arphaxad begot Salah, and Salah begot Eber. To Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in the days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. Joktan begot Almodad, Sheleph, and Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Dikala, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan, and their dwelling place was from Mesha as you go toward Sephar, the mountains of the east. These were the sons of Shem according to their families, according to their languages, in their lands, according to their nations. These were the families of the sons of Noah according to their generations, in their nations, and from these nations were divided on the earth after the flood. I want to make sure that my video is working, so I'm going to take a quick break. By the way, if I don't pronounce those names correctly, I'm sorry. I gave a disclaimer on one of the videos that I'm not a Bible expert. All right, I'm back. All right, here we go. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, look at that. Woo! Snap! Oh, look at that little grom out there on the wave. Oh, nice. Nice one. Okay, so the Tower of Babel. Oh, and by the way, I did notice some things in there. Nimrod is something that, a word that we use. And I've read through the Bible a few times, you know, so some of these names are familiar. The Canaanites, Nineveh, Babel, and I'm again not a Bible scholar, but it seems to me like a lot of these are going to be the kingdoms that are going to be warring against the Jews later on. And so it's interesting that, you know, we live in a time right now where there's a lot of racial strife, and there's the hashtag one race because we all came from God. But man, I mean, they've been warring ever since Cain and Abel, I guess. So nothing new under the sun. Okay, Tower of Babel. Now the whole earth had one language and one speech, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Then they said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They had brick for stone, and they had asphalt for mortar, and they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city, and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth." But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built, and the Lord said, "Indeed, the people are one, and they all have one language. And this is what they begin to do. Now nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them. Come, let us go down and there confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech." So the Lord scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth, and they ceased building that city. Therefore its name is called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth, and from there the Lord scattered them abroad over the face of all the earth. I wonder why. It sounded like they were all coming together, and like that, you would think that was a good thing. This is the genealogy of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begot Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. After he begot Arphaxad, Shem lived 500 years and begot sons and daughters. Arphaxad lived 35 years and begot Salah. After he begot Salah, Arphaxad lived 403 years and begot sons and daughters. Salah lived 30 years and begot Eber. After he begot Eber, Salah lived 403 years and begot sons and daughters. They're starting to live younger, less years, only 400. Eber lived 34 years and begot Peleg, and after he begot Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and begot sons and daughters. Peleg lived 30 years and begot Reu. After he begot Reu, Peleg lived 209 years and begot sons and daughters. Reu lived 32 years and begot Serug. After he begot Serug, Reu lived 207 years and begot sons and daughters. Serug lived 30 years and begot Nahor, and after he begot Nahor, Serug lived 200 years and begot sons and daughters. Nahor lived 29 years and begot Terah. After he begot Terah, Nahor lived 119 years and begot sons and daughters. Now Terah lived 70 years and begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. This is the genealogy of Terah. Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Haran begot Lot, and Haran died before his father Terah in his native land in Ur of the Chaldeans. Then Abram and Nahor took wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. But Sarai was barren, and she had no child. And Terah took his son Abram and his grandson Lot, the son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, his son Abram's wife, and they went out with them from Ur of the Chaldeans to go to the land of Canaan, and they came to Haran and they dwelt there. So the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. And so chapter 12, Abram, we heard that name, and Sarai, so Abraham and Sarah, so this is where it gets good. Now the Lord said to Abram, get out. Get out of your country, from your family, and from your father's house to a land that I will show you. And I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you. And I will make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse him who curses you. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. So this is a big deal. So Abram departed as the Lord had spoken to him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. Then Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered, and all the people whom they had acquired in Haran, and they departed to go to the land of Canaan. So they came to the land of Canaan. Abram passed through the land to the place of Shechem, as far as the terebinth tree of Moreh, and the Canaanites were in the land. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, to your descendants I will give this land. And there he built an altar to the Lord who had appeared to him, and he moved from there to the mountain east of Bethel. And he pitched his tent with Bethel on the west and Ai on the east, and there he built an altar to the Lord and called on the name of the Lord. So Abram journeyed, going on still towards the south. Imagine seeing God. Now there was a famine in the land, and Abram went down to Egypt to dwell there, for the famine was severe in the land. And it came to pass, when he was close to entering Egypt, that he said to Sarai his wife, indeed, I know that you are a woman of beautiful countenance, kind of like my wife. Therefore it will happen when the Egyptians see you that they will say, this is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will let you live. Please say you are my sister, that it may be well with me for your sake, and that I may live because of you. So it was, when Abram came into Egypt, that the Egyptians saw the woman, that she was very beautiful. The princes of the Pharaoh also saw her and commended her to Pharaoh. And the woman was taken to Pharaoh's house. He treated Abram well for her sake. He had sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male and female servants, female donkeys, and camels. But the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. And Pharaoh called Abram and said, "What is this that you've done to me? Why did you not tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say that she was my sister? I might have taken her as my wife. Now, therefore, here is your wife. Take her and go your way." So Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and they sent him away with his wife and all that he had. So who knows, maybe if Abram wouldn't have lied, maybe he would have been better instead of getting sent off. Or who knows, maybe he was right, maybe he would have got killed. My wife is beautiful, but I've never had to worry about anybody killing me because of her. But anyway, hey, I appreciate you all being here. I hope that this is a blessing to you. If I talk funny, if I read fast or too slow, or if I pronounce things incorrectly, I just ask for your grace. And let's keep on reading, keep on having some fun. I would actually love to just keep on reading here, actually. But that's all right. I'm going to head home, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Aloha. Earlier, and as I mosey about this way, you can see that's Lahaina town, and this is Lahaina Harbor where all the boats come in, the lighthouse, very historic, all this stuff. Those are the West Valley Mountains that you're seeing, and of course this is the harbor with all the little boats, on the sailboats, fishing boats, tons of fun.